Hello, my name is Adam. This is my BSN366 remediation for my central line dressing change kit. I have my patient with a central line that needs some sort of changing, or there's some sort of indication that the dressing needs to be changed. I also have my central line dressing change kit, a mask for myself, some gloves, and some hand sanitizer. So start off, we would go in the patient's room, identify ourselves, verify their name, date of birth, and then also make sure that we do indeed have a central line that does have some sort of indication that the dressing might need to be changed. If they had any questions, we would provide answers at this time. Also, it's kind of hard for me to get a good glimpse of my whole table and my whole body at the same time, so I might be kind of going like this, or my head just might not be in frame, sorry. So we'll go ahead and do some hand hygiene. Ideally, we would also have a mask for the patient, but in this instance, since they aren't going to have a mask or have the need for a mask, we would just kind of pretend that we would have them turn their head to their left side, and then we'll don our own mask after performing hand hygiene, which I did, and then putting on our regular clean gloves. And then when we're going to take this dressing off, we're going to make sure that we're pulling parallel at all four corners of the dressing, and making sure that with our non-dominant hand, so in my case my right hand, I'm going to be stabilizing the actual line. So stabilization, and then I'm going to be pulling parallel and downward to remove this dressing, and I'm just being careful not to tear the skin. Everything's looking good so far. Pulling at the corners here. Just a very sticky tegaderm. Alright. Okay, so that's off, and then we're going to just have our garbage can down here. I'm going to take my gloves and put these in the trash, and I'm also going to be able to inspect the patient's skin without the bandage on to make sure that there's no erythema, purulent drainage, anything that might be needing some sort of other intervention rather than just a dressing change. But in this case, everything looks good. Go ahead and re-sanitize my hands, and then we're going to open our sterile dressing kit, or our central line dressing change kit, to get our sterile gloves out. And we're going to put these on sterilely by opening from the inside, pulling outward. From the inside, my left hand. That's on, notice on the inside, and then the inside of the cuff here on my right hand. And okay, on. Touching only the inside of this sterile gloves, throwing that in the trash. I'm now going to take my chlorhexidine, and I'm going to open this, and since it's chlorhexidine, I'm going to want to do 30 seconds, and I'm going to want to do a back and forth motion, about five-ish seconds per side, and then I'm also, with my other hand, going to use the stabilization thing to make sure that my hand stays sterile, since everything is sterile inside of there still. I'm going to stabilize the line with this, and then I'm going to be doing the wiping with my left hand. So I'm going to do ahead and stabilize the catheter, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to go underneath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm also going to do the line very last. 4, 5. And then we're going to take these and throw them in the trash. I'm going to let the chlorhexidine air dry for 30 seconds. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the new tegaderm on. I also have a pen to then mark the date and the date, time, and initials that I put this on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So that should be air dried now. I'm going to go ahead and take my new Tegaderm out of the Central line dressing kit and throw this in the trash. On these, it has a little, I'm just going to show the camera a little thing that I can take off for the date and timing of this. So I'm going to actually put that on the farther side, and we're going to gently place the new dressing down, making sure that we're pressing down flat, and then taking this little, I guess, white part off, the little paper portion. And then, like I said, I just want to make sure that I keep this part. Sometimes they're on this paper part, sometimes it can be on the actual dressing itself. I guess it just depends on the type of Tegaderm. Throwing all my trash in the garbage that is right below me, and I'm going to place my thing there, getting my pen, and writing my name, the time, which is, what, 5 o'clock, and the date on there. There's that. I'm going to then discard of the rest of my equipment, making sure that my patient is still okay, and I'm going to take my gloves off, throwing them away, taking my mask off, throwing that away, performing hand hygiene, making sure that my patient is feeling okay, and if they had anything else that they needed, I would make sure to do that, and then I am all done, and I would make sure to document the intervention. Thank you very much.